Hello everybody, welcome to Taking the College Route with Bongi. My name is Bongekile Ralarala, and today, as you guys have seen by the title of this video, I don't even know what the title is going to be yet, but we are definitely going to be talking about how I passed my Wireman's license, sis, darling. Yes, I passed, and on this video I'm trying not to be loud because people are sleeping in here. So I hope that this video is audible enough, but I have the camera closer to me, so it should be audible. What was I saying? Why did I digress now? I can't remember what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Okay, yes, I passed my Wireman's license, and I wanted to share with you guys, as I had promised. I'm here to deliver on my promises, by the way. As I had promised that I'm going to include you guys on my Wireman's license journey. As you all know, it is the single phase one. Okay, I checked, the sound is fine. I had to check because I do not have energy to do another video if this one is not audible. So thank God it's audible. Let's continue. Like I've already mentioned, the Wireman's license that I was doing is single phase, or domestic wiring, house wiring if you like. So when we got there, they gave us study material like they promised. They gave us a manual for the unit standards. It was 2 booklets, this thick, and A4 size. They gave us those, and then they gave us the Science 10142 book for us to study. So because the book is quite thick, and honestly it was not going to be enough, 1 week or 5 days is not going to be enough for us to study the whole thing. They gave us notes on what we need to know and what we will need to prepare for the assessment. So we did that. Okay, so they made it like this. Out of the 5 days, they used the 2 days for theory, 2 days for practical, and then day 5 is the assessment day. So they said to us that what they have seen in their experience at the training center is that people fail because of time. So they decided that they will train people for the 4 days, but use the last part of the 4th day to do the theory assessment, and then the 5th day they use it for the practical assessment. Like the whole day, the whole last day is used for the practical assessment. Okay, they gave us the study material. We had to, there were portfolios. They gave us portfolios. We had to make sure that our everything is there. Okay, they did put some of our things like your CV, your qualifications, which is your N2, and what else was in there? Your ID copy, your ID copy. Those 3 things, you had to make sure that they are in your portfolio. We signed, filled everything that we needed to fill. Then he briefly gave us an introduction of what to expect, of what it is that we are going to be doing there. And we went through our notes just to familiarize ourselves with everything. We went around the training center just to see what else we are going to be working with, and we were given material, of course, to study when we get home, which is what we did. And what am I leaving out? No, I don't think I'm leaving anything. So the plan for this video is to just tell you guys what happened when I got to the training center until day number 5. I'm planning to make a separate video where I give you guys full details, because there were tests that we were given. So the theory part consists of the unit standards and the SANS 10142 book, and then the practical part has about 15 tests, both zero or dead tests and live tests, which is your panel has power now. You do the test on a live panel. Of course, you guys know what that is. Then we have about 15 tests. I'm going to make a separate video where I give you guys full details on those tests. I think it's important that I make that video for you guys so that you don't worry much and think that the 5 days is just too short for you to finish everything. So just so you guys know what to expect, because your girl here has experience in that. That's what I'm here for. So I'm going to make that video now. Okay, now you know the theory part consists of the unit standards and the SANS 101 for 2 book, and then the practical part consists of 15 tests, both dead or zero tests and or 0 volts tests and live tests. Then yeah, we studied for the theory, and then on the last 2 days we were pushing or working hard on knowing, practicing those tests, those 15 tests. And what they did there was they ask you questions when you are being tested on. Okay, we were done with the theory part. You just sit and write an assessment, and they say you should get at least 80%. Yeah, it's at least 80%. Then you go to the practical part. It's just those 15 tests. You have to know everything on the tests. You have to remember everything. We did, and then while you are doing the test, you do all 15 tests, and you need to try and be fast because there are other people that need to get tested on that very same day, and they close at 4. Yeah, another thing, we would be there at 8:30 until, I don't know if it was 4 or 4:30. I don't know if it was 4, 4:30, guys, but I don't really remember, but around that time. Yeah, then what else am I leaving? Yeah, I think I've given. Oh, okay. Then they ask you questions when you're being tested. You don't just test. You don't just do the test. You don't just say, now I'm doing this test, and then you do it. They ask you questions. Why should this test be done? Where is it done? What should you do, and what is not is what? I'm going to give you guys the details on another video, on a separate video. So do check that out. Oh, here's another important thing that I wanted to share with you guys that I think really helped. Firstly, God came through for me, because when I got there, I was really, really, really nervous. I was worried. Even with the fellow students, I would tell them that, guys, 5 days, and everyone was like, yeah, 5 days is not enough for this, but yo, if we study, if we do this, if we do, we're encouraging each other. So I had this thing with my aunt where when we come back from home and she comes back from work, I asked her how work was, and she asked me how was the training. And I told her on the first day that I think 5 days is not enough for all of this that we have to do in preparation for that assessment. And I was so worried, guys, because I even told her that. She said, no, you need to relax. If you don't do well, then you're going to do well next time when you do it again. I'm like, I don't have time to do this again. I don't have the money to do this again. She asked me how much it was, and I told her that it was 4,500 rands, and she said, then don't worry about it. Guys, from that point, from that very moment, I stopped worrying, and I'm grateful to her for being there for me right through that 5 days. And at least it wasn't even 5 days exactly, because we had time to like there was the Easter holiday, because I did it last month. There was the Easter holiday in between, so it was like because I could study at home and prepare for those assessments. It was close to 10 days, you guys. I think 8 or 9 or 10, which really helped us. I think it really helped us. And I'm grateful to my whole family. They were so supportive. They were so supportive. And I think it helped a great deal, because I was going through a lot. My cousins were there for me. I just heard a sound and I'm so scared. I don't know what that is. My cousins, everyone was just there for me, and I think that family support, the family support that I got, made things easier for me. So families, support your people when they go do their wireman's license. Be there for them. Be there for them, and yeah, just give them support. They need it. They are working under pressure. Anxiety is there. There's just a lot going on. So try and be there for your friend. If your friend tells you that they're going to do their wireman's license, support them. Give them money if you have to. Buy them steady goodies. I made sure I ate healthy, because I wanted to, my mind to be in the right place, and I wanted to be able to remember everything that I have studied. So I try to eat right. I would sometimes eat nuts and cranberries for lunch and drink water. I was not taking any juice. I was drinking water, and just to make sure I'm in a good space for what I was doing, because you need that when you work under pressure like that. Guys, I think I've said a lot, and yeah, on my last day, guys, I was singing everything. On my last day, I was singing everything. My instructor even asked me. We went back to the class because we were in this class, but then our panel is outside the class, obviously. We came back to class, and he was like, this lady, did you have an earpiece in your ear? Did you have an earpiece to remind you of everything that we studied? She was just singing everything. I was singing everything. He didn't even have the chance to ask me questions, because I would answer his questions. I would explain everything thoroughly to him, because I understood. That guy, by the way, is very good. He's very good at what he does, and he's very good at explaining things, because I understood them, which is why I was able to explain everything to him in detail, and he couldn't even ask me questions, because yeah, guys, that's the end of this video. I think I've said a lot, and I don't like my videos being long, because I want to save your guys' data. Because I care. Thank you so much to everyone who is subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much to you guys for being patient with me and waiting when I have promised to make videos for you. I am going to try my utmost best to deliver on every promise that I make on this channel. If you're not subscribed and you are watching my videos, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Just like. Guys, comment. In fact, if you have gotten to this part of the video, because I know I have said quite a lot, please comment with hearts down below, just to say you've gotten to this part of the video. Hey, I've been talking a lot, ne? I've been talking a lot. This is enough for me. To you right now, it is goodbye. I will see you on my next video. Take care.